Hello everybody, it's Joe here and welcome to Explain 11. Today we're in the FlightFactor A320 and we're here at Copenhagen Kastrup. I am playing just completely on my own today, all by myself. Sometimes I play on VATSIM, sometimes I fly on my own, but I thought, you know what, today we'll just, seeing as it's the first time we've done Explain, so there's less chance of a complete disaster, we'll just fly on my own. And hopefully it will be a pretty nice flight. We're in Golf Echo Zulu Tango Yankee, which is an Airbus CEO, an Airbus A320 CEO, current engine option, i.e. basically not a Neo. And this particular one's named Piotr Zimmerman. Don't know who he is, never met the guy. But there we go. So yeah, hopefully it's going to be a fairly decent flight. Now it's going to be a full flight, sort of. We're going to go up to almost cruise, and then so we'll go up to cruise, and then I'll show you the landing as well. But I won't bore you with us sat in the cruise, because I mean, what's the point? Now I'm using a checklist from the FS Labs. Actually, no. To tell you the truth, it was from the Aerosoft, because I used to do P3D and Explain. Explain's pretty good as well. They've both got their good and bad points. The thing is that Explain is a damn sight easier to record, for the old YouTube than P3D. P3D can be a little bit funny. There we go. We'll get the external power on, get everything self-testing. That can all be doing that. We've got chocks on, ground power units connected, and yeah, everything's jumped into life, hasn't it? Now, throughout this, I don't pretend to be a real pilot. There'll be things that I get wrong, but it's just, what I do seems to work for me. It might not work for you. There we go. We'll just get those over to 1013. Don't know if that's the pressure, but we'll change that later. Yeah, you might look at this thinking, oh my god, Joe, you're doing this completely wrong. But like I say, it's just what works for me. For me, this is just a bit of fun. If you've got any tips for better flying, please do let me know in the comments, because I'm always looking to improve. So right, okay, engine master 1 and 2, they're both off. Mode selector, parking brakes off, good. Thrust levers are at the old idle. ECAM recall, get that pressed in. Yeah, I basically copied this checklist off the Aerosoft, and I've just edited it, just edited it as there's a few more systems that we need to do. Emergency lights, yeah, they're armed. No smoking signs, let's get them on. Let's get the fuel pumps on, lovely, and we'll set the ADIRS. Whoops, wrong one. Set to nav, and nav. Oh, yeah, we're all good there, lovely. So let's just clear that. How long have we got until you align then, chaps? Oh, I've not selected you on there yet, never mind. Right, so we'll go into here. So I think I've already done my flight plan. Thanks to SimBrief Downloader, absolutely fantastic piece of kit. It just puts your flight plan in for you. Echo Golf Charlie Charlie, which is Manchester, which is where we're going today. Yeah, everything's in. Brilliant. Look at that. I mean, you can't argue with that, can you? It does it for you. Yeah, I don't mind putting my flight plan in, but oh, it can be such an headache. So, hang on, uniform 1988, uniform 21988 is our flight number. Let's get the IRS aligned, yep, and the wind request. And our tropo value for this flight is 30027. Pop that in there. Don't know what that does. Cost index of 12. I don't know what the tropo does, kind of what that's going to do for us today, but it says it on the flight plan, so, I just kind of feel obliged to put it in. Right, the conditions currently at Kastrup are, we need to be pressure 0989, flipping heck. That's 0989, that is low pressure indeed. 0989, quite cold, and it's raining as well. It's just 2 degrees. No, it's not. That's dew point. 4 degrees is the temperature today. Chilly indeed. I mean, it is January, so I don't really know what I was expecting there. Right, so you are on there. So we will be taking off on runway, I reckon, runway 22 right. And yeah, I reckon that's pretty much where we're going to be going today. And if we've got an ODM, is that the ODM 1 Charlie? we'll go out via that SID today. Everything looking good there. Let's just double check that against the old... Oh no, it's not there yet. 7 minutes until the IRS aligns. Flipping heck. Right, so we've got everything in there. So we need to pop across into our tablet. We'll connect the fuel truck. And you're on a gate. Connect you. Connect the cargo. Let's have a look. Are they all connected? We've got that connected. Yep. Fuel truck's there. Yeah, we're loading the baggage. For some reason, the passengers are going to have to jump, aren't they? From they're going to have to take a running jump onto the aircraft. Could you not bring that a little bit closer? No. Oh well. They must be heavily unionised in Copenhagen. No, we can only bring it that far, unfortunately. You'll have to just jump. Yeah, we didn't get our pay rise this year. We can't take it all the way to the edge of the aircraft. Never mind. Right, so what are we doing in terms of fuel today? So let's get back there. So for this journey today, we are going to need 6,6368. There we go, pop that in. Kilograms of fuel. Not a lot really, compared to what we could. We'll remove the fuel truck, because we've got that. And how many passengers are we carrying? We're carrying 151. Now, this particular version of the A320, if we just pop into the passenger cabin, ooh, doesn't that sound good? You will notice, that there is a business class section at the front there, which obviously EasyJet would not normally have. So we can only put 151. We're meant to take, 151. We can only fit 136 on this. So we'll just go with full. There we go. And we'll get rid of the gate. Yeah, so we've got you on board, and the cargo that we're going to need for today's flight is 3346. 3346. There we go. Set, and we'll get that. Is the gate going? No, I think he goes later on. So we'll set you to seatbelt signs to just about there, and I think that's going to make the passengers make a bit of noise. There's a couple of extra plugins we're using. So hopefully they're going to jump into life at some point. Right, so we've got everything in there. We've got everybody loaded. So yeah, we did click set and get, didn't we? We'll remove the baggage devices, get those closed. Yeah, lovely. Performance data set. So if we go back to our MCDU, this isn't a tutorial, by the way. This is just me thinking out loud. So we've got all our weights in there. And then what we need to do is we need to do our performance page here. Now, on the FlightFactor, what I use, and I'll put a link in the description to this, is I use fstools.tech, which is a takeoff performance calculator. So you literally, you can't see this. EKCH, that's where we're going from. Runway 22 right, conditions wet. Temperature 4 degrees, takeoff weight. Yeah, you can't see this because of just how it is. 62382, 62382, packs on flaps 1, and you basically click calculate and it will give you these values on here. So there we go. So V1 speed will be 122. Like I said, there's a link in the description for that. It's a really handy little tool for you to be able to work out these speeds. On P3D, the FS Labs actually works it out for you. You can just double click. The FlightFactor unfortunately does not. So flex to temp 43 and 1/ what's the trim position, up 1.3 on this one today. Up 1.3. Lovely. Pop you in there. So that's pretty much everything worked out and ready to go. We just need to wait for the IRS to align. You should probably wait until until that aligns before you push back. But I mean, we've got a flight to do. We've got people to transport. So let's get everything. Let's start getting everything set up. So we'll just have a look at the door page. Everyone's good. Let's pop the APU on. APU there. We'll just wait for that to say flap open. Fuel low. I hope not. Really do hope not. That's not what we need. I'm sure I put the fuel in. Right, get the APU started. Did I put the fuel in? We can have a look. Fuel. Yes, I did put the fuel in. That's fine. It's just lying to us. Maybe it's just a small blip in the system. Ooh, check takeoff data. Yeah, we have done. It's brilliant. That's probably something I'd miss, because every single time it comes up with check takeoff data as if I'm lying to it. You know, so maybe I'm not putting something incorrectly there. Maybe I'm putting wrong values in. Just wait for the APU starting. Can we hear that from the outside? Ah, there we go. We've got a bit of noise on now. Oh, it's sunset there. Forget it's January. Get that nav and logo light on. There we go. We'll just have a nice lit up tail fin. Look at that. Beautiful. I'm hoping we'll be landing before it's night time. Right, is the APU available? Yes, it is. Right. APU, pop that on bleed. Get rid of the old external power. Yep, don't need you anymore, mate. Thanks for your assistance. External power, seatbelt signs, get them to on. Yep. Are we going to get an announcement? Ladies and gentlemen. No? No, okay. It was doing it earlier. Set the parking brake on. Remove the chocks. Yeah, barrow reference set 0989 0989. Barrow reference, yeah, lovely. Beacon lights can go on.
Ladies and gentlemen,
nope, he's off.
For your attention while we take you through the safety procedures on this aircraft.
He's off, right, okay. I don't know what that is, I don't need that. So, I've got a plug-in called Better Pushbacks, so we're going to use that today to pre-plan our pushback. So we're going to push back to about here. That'll do, won't it? Ah, that's perfect. I mean, you could read the charts.
Call me through the menu when you're ready.
Oh, we have the accent appears to change depending where you are in the world. That's good. There we go. Better pushback. Start.
Tow is driving up.
Right, so the tow is on his way.
And released as shown. It must be fastened when the seatbelt.
Again, we should probably wait for this. You'd spend a lot more time planning. You'd have the time for the passengers to board while this would be going on. But unfortunately, X-Plane doesn't have like a GSX for passengers to actually board. If you find, like, you know, if you're searching the internet and find a plugin that would allow that, so you can hear the passengers boarding, you can see them walking up, that would be absolutely brilliant. Has the gate disappeared? Oh yeah, it has. Has it? I mean, it was pretty far away to start with. Have they actually moved that? Or yeah, of course they have your sausage.
Click together and pull the strap to adjust. Do not inflate it inside the aircraft.
Wait, there we go. We've got an IRS.
Inflate by pulling the toggle. If it fails,
okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
There's a light and whistle.
Oh, we're ready. We're going. We're going.
Carry flotation aids for children.
Haven't taken me. Is he going to tell me to take my parking brake off? I don't know. Maybe he will.
We wish you a pleasant flight with EasyJet.
Pleasant flight with EasyJet. Well, I'm sure we'll be able to manage that. It says ready to commence. Do I just? Is he going to tell me to take my parking brake off? Should we do it and see what happens? No, parking brake back on, parking brake back on. He's lifting the plane up. Heck. No, that was nearly a disaster, wasn't it?
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
There we go.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Right, we can start engines. There we go. Just let that have a. We'll go on the engine page there. Start engine 1. There we go. So engine 1's just spooling up there. Oh, it's exciting. I love flying, you know. I really should do more flying when it comes to X-Plane. I mean, like I say, I've had X-Plane absolutely flipping years. But I've been on P3D for most of it. I re-downloaded X-Plane, and do you know what? It's absolutely fantastic. One of the main reasons that I didn't use X-Plane is because there was no good traffic plugin. Or I didn't think there was. There was no good traffic plugin. But I usually use VATSIM now, so you only get the traffic if there's a real person there. I will do some flights on VATSIM, don't worry. Oh, we can start the other engine. Oh, we'll hear the barking dog sound. Fantastic. Oh, isn't it brilliant? There we go, we'll get back in. Get back in and let the engines all start doing their thing. The left-hand engine's going. He's raring to go. I think, have I gone... Oh, heck. Oh, are we on fire? Hell. I've pushed to the wrong line here, haven't I? It should be. Should I be on this one? I kind of feel like I should be. Yeah, I mean, that's got green lights, hasn't it? I've gone to the wrong line. We're running these things over here. Flipping heck. I was going to say nobody saw that, but everyone saw that that's watching this, Joe. Yeah. Oh, hang on. What's happening now? Where are we going? Oh, I don't know what he's doing. We're all getting motion sickness. Hell, Tug's sliding around all over the place. I think our tug driver's had a little bit to drink here. Flipping heck. He's absolutely going for it, this lad, isn't he? Yeah, I kind of feel that might be a glitch. I mean, yeah, the... For goodness sake. Oh, is there not just a button to stop the pushback? Yeah, better pushback. Hang on, we'll just wait until we're facing a better way. Stop the pushback, please. Yeah, just stop us there. Yeah, all the sick bags are out. The butty slingers are getting the sick bags. Oh no, stop. Put the parking brake on. Just stop. Stop here.
Complete. Set parking
Thank God for that. Yeah, parking brake's on, love.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Right, it's disconnecting. Thank the Lord for that. Right, where are we going to? We're going to 38, I think. 38,000 feet. Are we going to 38,000 feet? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Flipping heck, yeah. All the sick bags are out. Yeah, disconnecting hand signals. Are the engines both on? Yeah, we're good. So APU bleed, APU master, get that off. And we'll get you back to normal. Right, okay, so we just need to prepare for setting off now. So ground spoilers can be armed, rudder trim, pitch trim, get that to
it's disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Well, it can't be, it better be safer than that pushback. Hell. Pitch trim 1.3, right, let's get the flight controls checked. Full left, full right, neutral, full left, full right, neutral, full up, full down, neutral. All is good. In that sense, let's get the flaps 1 for takeoff. Engine anti-ice. I mean, normally we'd use it. Oh, there's a bit of cloud. Let's stick it on. It's quite cold, isn't it? So we'll just stick it on. I'm not really too sure when you use the anti-ice, other than when it's cold and there's clouds. So ECAM status, let's get it checked. Yeah, absolutely fine. ECAM door page, yeah, none of the doors are open. Ooh, brilliant. Hand signal, and we're good to go. So let's get that on there. Get a taxi light on. And we, yeah, get you off. And away we go. Now, I was on this airport earlier, and for some reason it's like we're taxiing in treacle. I'm not entirely sure why, but you really do need quite a bit of throttle. There we go, brake press. You need quite a bit of throttle to actually move. I mean, we're using 50% there, and we're hardly going anywhere. I think there's maybe a problem with the scenery here. Maybe I've not installed it correctly, I'm not entirely sure. But nevertheless, we'll just have to go with 50%. The tyres will be absolutely screaming, won't they? Look at that, off we go. Oh, hang on a second, we'll just stop there. Because I actually fly with virtual EasyJet and I've forgotten to start Pegasus. So we'll just pop the parking brake on a second. Start Pegasus. You should really do that before you push back off the gate. But never mind. Right, there we go. And I started doing this because of whoever commented. They commented yesterday saying, oh, you should really do Microsoft Flight Simulator. I thought, do you know what? Let's do a bit of Flight Sim. get a bit of flight sim on. I also use Volanta as well on there. If you're ever on Volanta, give us a wave. And of course, if you're on that sim and you hear me about, you know, chuck us a little wave. I'm not very good at that sim. It really scares me. Like, really scares me. Because, I mean, there's these... I do fly quite a bit, to be honest with you. We're taxiing really slowly, aren't we? Look at that wing flex, isn't that good? Yeah, there's people that take it incredibly seriously, and to be perfectly honest with you, I take it seriously as well. But I really fear that I'm in people's way all the time. Right, so brake check works. Auto brake will set you to max, and we shall put our weather radar on. I think that's roughly about right. We'll get the takeoff config. So we're going to runway 22 right today. Takeoff config is on. Now again, it's normally a lot easier to control as this aircraft, but for some reason at Copenhagen Kastrup it becomes like trying to manoeuvre a bin lorry, absolute bin lorry. It's horrendous. There we go. So we look left and right, make sure there's nobody coming. Of course there's nobody coming. You're playing with no traffic. But it's always good to be in good practice, isn't it? Just knock those throttles back a little bit. It's nearly... Oh, we're at 24 knots, flipping heck. Going a little bit fast, aren't we? So we'll just keep those throttles. Problem is, like I say, it's not particularly great. Should we go left or right? Let's go right. I feel that we will go right in this situation. Again, I should really look at the charts, because that would tell us which way we were going. Right, so we'll get TCAS on. TCAS, TARA tilt all. You can use above and below, but I think we'll just use all. Again, don't really need it because there's absolutely no traffic, so why do you need your traffic collision avoidance? Watch it. Oh, hang on. Oh, we're raining. Heck, it's raining. Oh, that's a bit of a tight corner. You didn't really bank on that, did you? Right, there we go. We'll go left again, down to the runway. And because we're nearly there, we'll get strobes, runway turn off, we'll get the works on. Cabin crew seats for takeoff. Oh. I mean, look at that. Doesn't it look absolutely brilliant? It's quite loud, probably. Let's have a screenshot. That is beautiful. I mean, this plane, we're using the Matavia mod as well. Matavia? I think it's Matavia. But yeah, we're using this mod for this aircraft. The lights on this make it look absolutely superb. Right, we'll go round there. Yeah, so ready to go. So we'll get it into... right. Oh, we'll just whack it into... there we go. Right, we're off. Absolutely off. There we go. So we're looking for our V1 speed on the left-hand side there. Try and keep it relatively in the centre line. And V1. And rotate. Now this can sometimes... Oh, it can rotate very quickly. Whoa, there we go. Up we go. Keep that back. Pop the gear up. It's quite sensitive, the joystick, when you're taking off. It really is. There we go. Look at that. Goodbye, Copenhagen. Oh, the scenery on this is absolutely fantastic. Oh, we'll pop our runway turn off and taxi lights off. Just disengage the ground spoilers. And there we go. We can pop the autopilot on. We'll go straight up, because there won't be any traffic, will there? We'll pop it in climb thrust. Look at that. Oh, it's stunning, isn't it? If you're not sure which Airbus to get, flaps retracted. If you're not too sure which flaps, hang on. Come on, Joe, think about what you're saying. Get your teeth in. If you're not sure about which Airbus to get, because there's a couple available for X-plane, there's the FlightFactor, there's the JAR design. I don't know what's happening around the edge of my windows. Is that meant to be me rain? Oh, hang on, it's like there's motion blur. Oh, that's a bit weird. Still not quite sussed out what I'm doing yet, but yeah, JAR design, FlightFactor, it's absolutely got to be the FlightFactor. This aircraft is phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal. Right, so we'll set that to auto. Because then he should start speaking. He might do, he might not. Right, we'll get the QNH to standard. You in there. Just above the clouds now. Oh, we nearly are. The clouds were really high earlier because I have actually flown out from Manchester because I do fly with virtual EasyJet. There's a link in the description to virtual EasyJet. Really nice little virtual airline, really friendly community. I do recommend you join. But yeah, I flew out earlier from Manchester to Copenhagen. This is my return journey. Hell, it's a little bit bumpy, isn't it? I mean, look at that. Can we get a... Oh, what's the... Ooh. Let's have a... Ooh, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Have another. Oh, I'm a bit of a sucker for screenshots when it comes to X-plane. Well, for any flight simulator, because I mean the aircraft just look absolutely fantastic, don't they? I'm not too sure what's happening with this motion blur. This is probably something I've turned on. I don't really want it. It's making me feel a bit dizzy. We'll get the landing lights off.
Please keep your seatbelt fastened while the seatbelt sign is on. We recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated. Toilets are located at each end of the cabin. Remember that smoking is not permitted at any time. This includes e-cigarettes. In just a few moments, we'll commence our in-flight service, offering you a chance to...
A little bit bumpy, isn't it, up here?
Fresh food available today. All details can be found in your in-flight brochure. You can also purchase a selection of hot beverages, together with drinks and snacks from the bar. We accept payment in pounds, euros, most major currencies, and debit or credit cards. The correct change would be greatly appreciated. And if we can be of any further assistance, then just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly.
Oh, well, there we go. That's me climbing to 38,000 feet. And do you know what? I'm going to skip ahead now. I mean, I'm not. I'm going to do the full flight, but I'm going to skip ahead. And I shall join you, or you will join me back when we are on our descent. See you in a little while. Rightio, so you're back with us, just passing, or just about to pass 20,000 feet on our descent now into Manchester. We're using true Earth Great Britain scenery, north, central and south. I mean, south and north you probably won't see much of, to be honest with you. But yeah, we're using that today, so hopefully we should get... Oh, clouds have all gone. Yeah, we're using X-plane active sky, so it does periodically update. All clouds will disappear just like that in the blink of an eye. And at this moment in time, we're just flying over a town called Stainforth. So in front of us, you've got Wakefield about here. That's probably Leeds Bradford Airport down there, actually. Just having a look. Do we think that's Leeds Bradford? I reckon. Yeah, that's definitely Leeds Bradford, isn't it? You can see the runway on the hill. powerful binoculars we've got. Yeah, Doncaster's just down to the left. Ooh, hang on. What's happening there? Doncaster's just probably roughly here. Maybe that's Sheffield, to be honest. It's a bit more down there. But yeah, it looks absolutely stunning, doesn't it? We're going to be coming in to Manchester on runway 23 right today via Daily. Is it Daily or is it Dane? I think it's Daily. Daily 1 Golf. There you go, Daily 1 Golf is the star. And yeah, it's been a pretty non-eventful flight. I know it were a little bit bumpy on the way up, wasn't it? But yeah, on the way down, just absolute clear skies. I mean, I'm sat looking out of my bedroom window at the moment, because that's where I am currently. Absolute clear skies, so hopefully we should it shouldn't change too much for the rest of the flight. I do hope you have enjoyed this video actually, because I've had an absolute whale of a time. There's no point me doing the whole flight, is there? I mean, you'd just be sat there watching clouds appear and disappear as what's it called, active sky makes its mind up on what it's doing. But yeah, I really have enjoyed this sunset. Absolutely gorgeous. X-Plane really is a super piece of kit. It really is. Just over the wing. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But yeah, so if you have enjoyed this, you know, let me know, of course, because we'll do more flights. It's something that we've kind of touched on, isn't it? A bit of flight simming. But yeah, really, really am into it at the moment. Absolutely love it. Say then, can't remember what I was thinking of. Yeah, I'm absolutely into it, particularly on VATSIM. I do love a bit of VATSIMing, so maybe I'll get the courage to do VATSIM. I did a live stream a couple of months back, I think it was about August, September maybe, where we flew a 787 from Faro to Manchester. That was on VATSIM, completely cocked up the landing. Yeah, did the full stream at like 3.5 hours, streamed it for everybody. So maybe we'll start doing stuff like that as well. If you know, if there's a fan base there, then of course we'll do it. I mean, you know, we absolutely love a bit of transport on this channel, don't we? So yeah, normally you'd probably be vectored in, to be honest with you, on here. So we're going to be we'll fly. Oh, hang on. We'll fly the full star. So it involves us going over Pole Hill, round past Daly, and then in that way. You could probably shortcut and take that off, to be honest with you, but I'm probably a little bit high. I don't want to just shortcut and completely cock up the landing by shortcutting, so we won't do that. I mean, the speed, ideally we should be about there, so we are actually lower than where we need to be, but that's absolutely fine, because again, there's no traffic, so it just doesn't matter. We can take our time, we can make sure we get a nice landing. I've got the big light off. I mean, we can have the big light on if we so choose, but no, we'll have it off because I can still see just about everything. We're nearly at 10,000 feet. We don't have anything to do until 10,000 feet, to be honest with you. Now I think this will be about Huddersfield. Is this Huddersfield? And that looks like it might be Halifax, Calder Valley round there. It's quite nice, isn't it, when you're flying to be able to see, yeah, straight ahead. I think straight ahead is Halifax, to be honest with you. I think Huddersfield might be. Should we have a look? Where are we? I mean, look, isn't that absolutely incredible? That's the M62 by the looks of things. I think we've got Brighouse here. That's Huddersfield, most definitely. Halifax here. And of course we've got Manchester over here. Can't see Manchester Airport yet, but that is spectacular. Let's have a shot in there. Frame rates have absolutely plummeted since we're looking outside there, so we're in the red. That's not what we want. Little frame rate monitor. I really do not want the sim to crash now because we've come so far together. Problem with flight sim, it can be somewhat unpredictable. As it loads in, a bit more scenery there. That's probably what's taking its time. It's probably having to process Manchester and Liverpool. It's quite a lot to process, really, isn't it? So when I went out to Copenhagen, we went out via a Pole Hill departure, so that will be why there's a constraint at Pole Hill, because of course if there's things coming in via Daily and Golf, then you'll be conflicting, so that'll be why there's an altitude constraint. We really don't seem to be coming down very quick. I did completely miss my my topper descent on the way into Copenhagen, so we had to descend at like 5,000 feet. yeah, it was a pretty nosedivey kind of affair, but we've managed this time. Managed to. I mean, it was sat here watching it. I think I went for a wee or something and missed the top of descent. I mean, how do you do that? How do you miss that? But obviously I did. So I just want to keep making sure that that speed is where it should be, because as you can see here, we'll just dial that down. There we go. As you can see, we're going to be making a left turn, and what I don't want to happen is us be going too fast, because if we take that corner too wide, pull that there. If we take that corner too wide, we'll be coming around here, and then it might throw us off for landing. So we really don't want that if we can avoid it. Frame rates are just crawling back up there, so that's what we want. So just going over the Pennines now, and Manchester down there. I think is that Manchester Airport over there? There it is. You can just see the two runways, and that's where we're heading. Absolutely gorgeous sunset, isn't it? Really, really pretty. It's such a pretty game as this. It really, really is. I've spent many, many hours on flight sims in general, but recently I have been spending my time on X-Plane 11 because it's just fantastic. And this FlightFactor A320, I really cannot tell you how good this is. I have also been looking at the FlightFactor 757 and 767. Not had the pleasure of flying that yet, purely because Mr. Bank Account says no. But we will probably be buying that in the near future. I mean, my other half also does flight sim. We sit there on our computers next to each other flying. It flies for Virtual Jet 2. I fly for Virtual EasyJet, of course. I also do, or we both do Virtual TUI, so we could get some 767 action on there. Unfortunately, flying for Virtual TUI, they don't let you use the 757 anymore, because of course they have all gone for scrap. Very, very sad state of affairs that. I did love the 757. Maybe I'll have to start flying for Iceland Air. A couple of flights with them, that'd be good, wouldn't it? But yeah, so I'm going to have to look at that, because if it is as good as the FlightFactor A320, then, you know, it'd just be absolutely brilliant, wouldn't it? Because this is incredible. Have I mentioned that? Right, so we're just going past Pole Hill now. So we're going to start banking round to the left shortly at Arthur. Quite slow, we're just plodding round, aren't we? We've got Liverpool over there somewhere, probably a bit more that way. Oh, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. We're as good as 10,000 feet, so let's get them landing lights on.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will shortly be landing. Please ensure your cabin bag is safely stowed with your laptop inside. Your tray table must be stowed, armrest down, and window blind open. You now need to be seated with your seatbelt fastened, ready for landing. Please help us by handing in any rubbish, newspapers, or magazines that you do not want to take with you. The toilets are no longer in service.
Oh, look at that. I just can't get over how pretty it is. I wish my headphones weren't playing up, because, I mean, I'd like to be able to hear without it crackling away. Because, yeah, the headphones are a little bit crackly. You know, like if you've got a loose headphone connection. I mean, they're Bluetooth, so I don't quite know why it's doing it. I've ordered a little gizmo that should hopefully fix that. But, yeah, it just means that I have to kind of have my head in an exact position, otherwise it'll have a bit of a fit. So it would be nice if we didn't have to put up with that nonsense. Because the plane sounds so good. I've got a sound pack as well. We've got the Matavia mod, like I say, for the lights. I mean, let's have a look now. We've got look at those lights, aren't they incredible? Let's zoom in on that. Oh, look at that. Another screenshot going in. Absolutely beautiful. I feel like I've done this approach in real life. I probably have done. Coming back from like Cyprus, somewhere like that. You could do daily one golf coming back from Cyprus. Maybe Berlin. You could absolutely do that over and then kind of left and right. I can't see why you wouldn't be able to do that approach. yeah, the kind of the big left turn and then the right turn, I feel like that's something I've done on a plane. It's quite a nice approach, really, isn't it? It's quite a lengthy approach, but you know, I don't feel stressed. Sometimes on this game it can make you feel very stressed. Oh, hang on. I don't know why. Sometimes if you double click, it clicks and drags. Right, I see. Oh, I'm still learning, you see. Still learning. There we go. So we're just going to do another left and a little bit. Let's pop back into this passenger view. Wouldn't it lovely? I'm going to just, there we go. Round to the left again. We can see the little cars on the road, look. Do you reckon that's the M62 there? Because you do snake up a big hill. Let's have a look on... it's probably not. No, it's probably not, actually. That'll be maybe the M61? No, I don't know. Stop trying to guess, Joe. You don't really know this area very well. Yeah, Lancashire's not really my strong point. I know it's... Well, it is. Yeah, the Blackburn's just behind us. So yeah, it is Lancashire. Now sometimes this struggles with picking up the ILS, so I'm really hoping that it will pick up the ILS, because we've had such a good flight. I really don't want it to, you know, to be spoiled at the last minute by not getting that ILS, not capturing it. Just sometimes it just has a little wobble when it comes to capturing the glide slope. There we go, so we're right on our target speed at the moment. So that should hopefully, as we get closer, that should drop. Don't need any flaps just yet, because we're that little green dot there, that's when we're going to start putting some flaps on. I feel like, is that creeping down? Who knows? Right, let's get that let's get that down to 10 miles so we can just see, because I mean we're going to have to turn right in a little bit. So we have got a constraint. I think we have to stay above 3,500 feet currently. And we'll be flying over, are we flying over Stockport coming in this way? Oh yeah, of course, if you're coming on 23 right, of course you fly over Stockport. We'll just get a little bit of, probably start shaking now, get the speed brakes out, get those, there we go, whoops. So the QNH is 1002 here in Manchester, so we'll just dial that up. There we go, take the speed brakes off, just makes it shake a little bit, it's very, terribly exciting, isn't it? There we go. What's that doing down there? Oh, I've not set that, hang on. (1002), there we go. Oh, hang on, 1002, there we go. Lovely. That might be why it didn't catch the ILS last time, because I didn't twiddle with that knob coming into Copenhagen. But I had these ones set, so I'm not sure. The FS Labs is not particularly forgiving for P3D. I'm not sure how forgiving this one is. Maybe, because that wasn't set. The whole plane through an absolute wobbly. Who knows? There we go. Oh, we need to start slowing down a bit more now for this corner. There we go. Bit of brakes. Pitching up a little bit. So what I'll do, we're near that green dot. We're as good as. So let's get some flaps. One. Go. You can see them just coming out now. Oh, and you can see the runways just down there by the tip of the wing. So we're going to make a left turn soon. I'm hoping that that little ILS Diamond's going to make an appearance. Oh, he's there now. Right, okay. So let's just get that... oh, where are we? Just get that localizer on. So we're on the localizer, that's good. We'll get flaps 2 while we're here, because we're near that speed. We've just overshot that corner a little bit. Are you going to start? There we go. Oh wait, oh hang on. It's this double clicking. Can't get used to that. There we go. We'll start coming down a little bit more. We're a bit high, aren't we? See, this is what I mean. You catch the glide slope, and then all of a sudden you're not catching the glide slope. It's a bit of a pain. We should be fine coming down at this rate, because we'll catch the glide slope. We've got the approach hold armed anyway. There we go, that pink diamond's just coming back up again. So what we'll do while we're here is we shall pop our runway turn off and our takeoff lights on.
2,500.
So pop a bit of speed brakes on, just to keep that speed down, because we are going down at a bit of a steep rate. Just until we catch the glide slope, of course. There we go, are you gonna... There we go, we're on the glide slope. We'll get that gear down. Should have probably put it down at about 2,500 feet, but never mind. We're cleared to land, because, you know, there's nobody else there, and I've told everybody that's not there that I'm cleared to land. And we are pretty good to go. Let's get the brakes armed. Low speed brake, flaps are all good on 2 for the time being. We're near that green F, so let's get them on flaps full. And we're ideally today landing at a V speed of around, let's have a look at performance, 132. That's our 132 knots, that's our approach speed. And you know what? I feel that we're going to go for a manual landing today. This is what I'm feeling. I mean, you can hardly ask it to auto land when the weather's just absolutely calm, isn't it? There we go, let's get the autopilot off. This is where I make an absolute horlicks of the whole thing, I'm sure.
1,000.
Come on, Joe, don't mess it up at the last minute. There we go, so you can actually, without having to look out the window, so long as you're keeping that pink diamond and that pink diamond roughly level, you can't really go wrong. Did I have my auto brakes yet? Speed brakes all armed, lovely. We're a little bit low, just a wee bit, so if we can just bring that a bit higher, that'd be lovely. I feel that this is either going to be a brilliant showstopper of a landing, or it'll be like we've been shot down. There's not really ever an in-between with my landings, they're one or the other. So we're just coming over Manchester Airport, that's over on the right there. I actually drive down this road to work. You see, you do see planes frequently coming overhead. Sometimes there's a big... It's always good when there's a big plane coming over. You're waffling now. You're waffling because you're nervous. You're going to make a complete barn door of the whole thing.
200.
Railway line there. And the airport pub on the right. It's good to sit there to watch the planes.
50, 40, 30, 20,
throttles to idle.
10, 5.
Oh, that's hard. Oh, heck. Oh, minus 309. Flipping heck. Standard for you. Yeah. Yeah, pretty... Oh, that worked. I don't know why I did pull back on the stick then. It didn't seem to... you can blame the equipment all you want, Joe. Oh, it was a bit hard, that, wasn't it? Absolutely. Absolute smasher, that one. Right, let's come off here. We're not quite on that centre line, are we? Right, we'll get our flaps up. Auto brakes off. Get the strobe light, runway turn off light.
The cabin crew will shortly be leaving their
landing
seats
lights
for
off.
safety-related duties. However, We ask that you remain seated
And
until
we'll
the
pop our
fasten
APU
seatbelt
on.
sign has been switched off. Portable electronic devices for messaging,
There we
calls,
go,
or
so
internet
APU's
access
coming on. We'll
may
just
now be used.
get that on there. Yeah,
Please
we've got
make sure to take all your
everything
personal
sorted. So we're now
belongings with you,
taxiing.
checking in the seat pocket,
Yeah, there we go.
underneath the
Welcome
seat,
to
and
Manchester
in the
Airport.
overhead lockers.
I don't know why I've not got my
Do take care
seatbelt
of
on.
opening the lockers in case anything falls out. Smoking is not permitted until you reach a designated smoking area. On behalf of the captain and the
Oh,
crew,
hang on, we need to be
it's
going
been
this
our
way,
pleasure
really, don't we,
looking
Dan
after you
Bravo?
today. Our ground crew will help you complete your EasyJet journey.
So we're going to go to gate 10, I think, because obviously we usually use Terminal 1.
Check out our official
EasyJet
Facebook
normally
page,
use Terminal 1,
Twitter,
so
or EasyJet.
I think that's what we're going to do today. Gate 10. Love a bit of gate 10. It's my favourite gate, that one. Not quite sure why, probably because I've had some flipping good holidays from gate 10. Again, I've consulted the charts, so we know roughly where we're going. Have I turned that strobe light off? I did, didn't I? Yeah, so a bit beacon light that's flashing. Okay, so we're going to do a left here. Let's get that brake on. And what I will do as well, once we've parked up and I'm not going to do a full shutdown on the aircraft, because, you know, partly because I can't be bothered, but what I will do after I've said goodbye, I'll pop in the video from an external view of the landing so you can see, and I'll put a passenger view in as well, you know, just so it looks half decent, so you can see that as well. So yes, right, hang on, where are we? Gate 10, just coming up on your right hand side. Let's get that taxi light off because we don't want to blind the ground crew, if indeed we get ground crew. Sometimes it's an automatic, what do they call them now? The automatic marshaller things. Oh yeah, it's an auto. Oh, hang on, where do you think you're going with? Little flipping heck, cutting it fine. So what we'll do is we'll turn that engine off and we'll just taxi up. So the APU's on. Right, there we go. So what are we doing? We're carrying on, carrying on, carrying on. $60, $50, $40, $30, $20, $10, stop. And we'll pop the parking brake on there. There we go. Get that other engine off. The APU's already on, so that's fine. Oh, screens are off, screens are back on. There we go. That is our flight in the Airbus A320 from Copenhagen through to Manchester. Sun's just going down. I do hope you have enjoyed that. If you have, please do leave us a like on the old video, and do leave a comment in the description. Do you want to come flying with us again? If so, where do you want me to fly? You know, let's get some ideas, different aircraft, etc. Now, flight simming is an expensive hobby. These planes cost about 80 quid a time. So if you do want to, you know, if you're saying, oh, fly this, fly that, you might want to leave a little donation. There's a link in the description to do so, even if it's just a couple of quid. It just helps fund what is a very expensive hobby. Very expensive hobby. And yeah, after I've said goodbye to you, I will pop in the video of the passenger side landing and, of course, the external landing. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Cheerio. Goodbye for now.